Hi, good morning, folks. This video is all about showing all basic information in one go in one video because I have a patient today by name Uma Maheshwara who underwent a transplant 6 years back with us, and he came for second session yesterday. So 2 sessions we did it, this gap 6 years, and this was a diffuse pattern case when I did a first transplant, recommended a second one to him, but unfortunately, the second transplant happened yesterday. Here, most highlighting and light throwing points are: number one, he traveled from a distance place twice during 6 years back. He came from Andhra, and second time yesterday also. That gives an idea. People can happily travel and get it in your transplant, because I also have a today patient from New Zealand, and 2 days back I had a patient from USA. It's kind of not a big deal to someone to travel from a distance place. That's an important thing to be noted. And you also can come alone. That's one thing. Next thing is, what if you go with the multiple sessions? This patient underwent twice. I just wanted to show you the donor also, that means which is not damaged. And patient also want to give some experience and light on kind of discomfort and pain. It was very much kind of very normal even after the first session, even the second session. That is another thing. And also, when someone is coming back to the second session to the same surgeon, also should give an idea about kind of caring we do after transplantation, like follow-ups we do from the clinic, results what we're going to show, and the aesthetic sense our team has to towards the hair transplant. All this makes someone to think about coming back to same place for second session. So this video kindly watch until end to understand not only our experience and the patient first-hand information also is going to give you. I'm very thankful to this patient who is giving all the authenticated information to you guys. That's, I think, is going to be useful for most of the guys who travel from abroad, travel from a distance place, who are really thinking about multiple sessions, and who really want to come alone. All these points are covered in this video. Thanks for watching our videos. Keep tuned for our channel. Thank you. Well, morning guys. I had Uma Maheshwara 6 years back to do transplant. Those days, I would say this patient actually a difficult case, because having a very average donor and a diffuse pattern, that was a main concern I had in my mind. I'm very thankful to Uma Maheshwara because he did enough research to choose me, because it's a surgery basically. You have to go with the best surgeon, not by a lucrative package. Though it is a difficult case because of these many reasons, I suggested him few plans that during first session I am going to add some grafts in the frontal area so that you will get natural hairline, and then add some density in the crown area also. I also suggested him, I'm sure he would need second session within 1 year, but we made it now after 6 years. Here, most of the guys should try to understand diffuse pattern case is a difficult case to do the transplantation because of many reasons, because ongoing hair loss will be there, and the patient would need more density with the time and age. So when you have a less donor, our focus must be on always how we're going to preserve the grafts. Rather making all the grafts at one session 6,000, 8,000, you need to utilize less grafts and get the good density. So that is the reason I always recommend you guys to go with an expert doctor than going for a lucrative packages. Now, well, let me show you. This is the results I achieved. And this is a curly hair also. So curly hair, there is a drawback also, there is an advantage also. So kindly remember, all these whatever hairs were right now here is because of the implantation done 6 years back. All these 6 years, he had a good density like this and manageable density right now. And I hope he has no discomfort. That let me ask him, my patient, what was his convenience and comfort? All these 6 years, did you face any problem, Maheshwara?
No, very comfortable. That's what actually results I got.
Okay. So now, let me show you the donor also. Can you please turn this side? See, this is a donor. I am still having it. This is very important to understand. Most of the patients will miss this point. If you don't have a good donor, it is not possible to do second session. Basically, in the lucrative packages surgeries, what they do, they harvest all the area erratically and they try to spoil the donor. Then you don't even get a chance to do a second session. Even this happens with the turkey transplant and any lucrative package transplants in India. So this donor area, we preserved it. Even after 6 years, if you can see, nice donor is available. That is a key role for the future transplantation. So it doesn't make any sense extracting more grafts and spoiling your donor. It always makes sense with the less grafts, you're going to get a nice coverage. So this is one thing I really wanted to show you guys. Someone who really think about budget packages and they don't know what's going to happen to their donor because they never get to see donor. So once you have done a transplantation, after 8 months, you will get to know that what kind of damage that happened to your case. Then you can't even buy your hair. Even if you're spending more amount, even if you go to best doctor, then you can't really make a good transplant. So be careful while choosing your transplantation. Go with an expert surgeon. Do a lot of research on finding a good surgeon rather finding a lucrative package clinics. All these lucrative package clinics only lure you by throwing a budget affordable package to you.
Hello everyone, my name is Uma Masharo. For me, six years back, a transplantation happened. So I didn't go for like a lucrative packages and all with other clinics and all. I came for the best clinic for best results. So if you want to choose for a transplantation, go for a best surgeon, then lucrative packages and all. So if you go for lucrative packages, at a time they will do, but you may not get the good results, and your donor area also may lose and may not be useful for the second sessions. So I got the best results before 6 years. So now I came for the second session for complete results.
Planning. My planning starts with every patient because I will directly mark it and see first with the measurements. Next, I will see in the mirror, that is an indirect view. Later, I'll take photos and check it. So there are 3 levels that I will understand about my markings. Because you can understand 3 levels I'm doing, it means how important that could be. Making the hairline by looking at the facial profiles, by measurements, by visuals, by indirect vision, by looking at photographs, makes sense to get a good hairline. Why we are talking more about this hairline is, imagine, if I take 1 centimeter below, would always need more than 400-500 extra grafts first time and second time. Those grafts rather we can implant in the back. Because every person has a limited donor. That's the point here. So most of the people ask me, doctor, only 1 centimeter, right? Why can't you do? Let me explain. If you do 1 centimeter, this patient has a kind of almost 17 centimeters length, temple to temple. There are few patients has 27 centimeters. Imagine if you get 1 centimeter down, you're wasting huge number of grafts. All the grafts will go here only. You don't get anything to implant in the back. That is the most of the cases. That is the reason most of the cases go failure. Most of the patients also will not accept to take the higher hairline. Most of the doctors also are not ready to design higher hairline because they are not able to substantiate or explain the consequences of the taking a lower hairline to the patient in the fear of they may lose the patient. Basically, remember, let patient go to next door, no problem. But you need to plan the best way. Otherwise, you end up in a failure transplantation. I have taken here initially, see, I got reasonably good density. Now, I got the opportunity to implant all this area with more density during second session. If I would have taken a hairline below, probably I would lose all my grafts here. I would not focus more density in the crown area. These all because of the having a less donor. We already discussed this patient had a less donor. That's the reason. Imagine someone has a very thick hair here and his further hair fall will not happen. He has a very good donor here. Then you can take the hairline the way you want it. I mean to say, planning is most important. The planning starts with markings and everything. This planning, most of the doctors will not do. So initially they just directly take to the operation theatre and they implant the graft. That is wrong. So first planning is important. Next, execution. This is very important place where your surgeon is going to spend your valuable time to understand the patient scenario. Having said that, each patient is different. Each person's hairline is different. And that's all, guys. So be careful about choosing your doctor who has, kindly choose the person who has an aesthetic sense, passion for your surgery. Hi guys, today since morning we've been doing the surgery on him, Mama Ishwar Rao. Now, right now after the transplantation, he's right now with us. So since morning, almost it took 7 to 7.5 hours to do the procedure. Well, a point to be noted is the same person also had a transplant done with me 6 years back. Now, I just wanted to know what kind of discomfort he underwent since morning while during the procedure and right now even immediately after the transplantation. I just wanted to know from him. Usually, it's a painless procedure, a manageable pain and discomfort you will have it. But I also wanted to know from a patient who has done transplant just now. 20 minutes back, we have finished his transplant. Right now, he is here with the bandage. This bandage will be removed tomorrow. Let me check with him what kind of discomfort he had since morning.
So I'm not feeling any discomfort. Before the surgery, how I was, same. Right now also I'm same feeling. Not feeling any
So during surgery, what point of time you would expect some pain? How much time it will last?
While giving this anesthesia, we'll get little pain. That too for last for 2 minutes. That's it. After that, it will be normal.
Okay. So while doing surgery, were you comfortable throughout the procedure?
Throughout the procedure.
Because we also give you a loo break, lunch break, tea, coffee
Yes,
break.
yes.
Someone want to really smoke. That break also we give you.
Everything
But
fine.
he did not smoke anyway. So pain will be there, very much manageable. I don't think it's a big deal. And here is a live example of someone has done a transplant 6 years back, as well as today, right now, 20 minutes back, we have done a surgery. You can see him morning also we had a talk. He was comfortable all these days, but now today, after surgery of 7.5 hours, it's quite normal here. That's the kind of techniques, technology evolved now, and also goes with the surgeon's best surgeon's hand. So I think, guys, it's not that big deal to get it done a transplant done if you are a good candidate. And well, tomorrow also we'll have a talk. First post-operative day, we also find out from him what kind of discomfort he had and all. So kindly keep tuned to our channel to understand the basic things. I hope everything went very well. From my side, it went very well. Pain-wise, discomfort-wise, all those things. I think it was normal. I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
it is normal for me too.
Yeah, so same energy, whatever you had in the morning, you have same energy now.
Yes.
Now, I don't recommend him to, though he is very normal, I don't recommend him to go by bike or pillion rider. It's absolutely not safe. Better to go by cab, auto, or bus, whatever it is.